Hey friends, it's Hope, and today I am here to do my January TBR. Now, half of these books that I'm going to be talking about today will be on my Kindle, and that's because while you guys are watching this, I am traveling halfway around the world. The first place that I'm going to is Nairobi, Kenya, and because of that, I'm not allowed to bring a very large, luggage suitcase type deal. I will be traveling for 11 days in a duffel bag. So yeah, that's not very conducive to a lot of hardback and paperback books, so I will be relying a lot on my Kindle. I have two books that I am really wanting to read throughout my travels within the next couple of weeks, and the first one is Never Never Part 1 by Colleen Hoover and Taryn Fisher. Now, I don't know actually anything about this book, and I think that people say it's better to kind of go into it without knowing too much about it. What I do know is when people finish part 1, they immediately want to read part 2. So I may be purchasing part 2 while on my travels, and then probably kick myself later because I don't know when part 3 comes out, and I bet I'm gonna want it really bad. I also know that even though this is a very different read from what Colleen Hoover typically writes, that I will probably enjoy it because let's just be honest, it's Colleen Hoover and she's one of my favorite authors. The second book that I'm definitely going to be reading on this trip on my Kindle will be Every Last Breath by Jennifer L. Armentrout, who just so happens to be another one of my favorite authors. This is the third and final book to the Darkest Elements trilogy. It came out months ago, and friends, I have no idea how I have not picked it up yet, but don't you worry, I will be reading it this month. I'm super excited. There is a massive love triangle in this story, and I have flip-flopped with who I want our main character to end up with. So honestly, I think I'm going to be satisfied no matter what happens because I'm very torn with the male characters in this book and who I want our main character to end up with. This is a very supernatural book, way more supernatural than any of the other ones that I have read by hers. And I do have a little fun fact for you Damon Black lovers, that if you are looking for a supernatural read and you love Jennifer L. Armentrout's writing, Roth, which is our main bad boy character in the Dark Elements trilogy, his character was inspired by Damon Black. So if you're looking for a supernatural book and you really love yourself a little Damon Black, pick up the Dark Elements trilogy. I don't think you'd be disappointed. I also have the Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern on audiobook, and I'm about 60% of the way through that read right now. I started this book back in December, and it is so beautiful, so imaginative, but oh my gosh, friends, it's taking me forever to get through this book. And it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but gracious, this thing is long. So I have it on my audiobook. I'm going to try and listen to some of it while I'm on the plane, and then if I don't finish it, I will definitely pick up my paperback book when I get back to the United States. The fourth and the last book that I plan on reading in the month of January is The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender, and it is by Leslie Walton. My friend Hannah over at Hannah Love Book actually gifted me this book for Christmas, so thank you so much, Hannah. I started this book a few weeks ago, and I'm only about 50 pages in, but what I know from the book is that it reads like a fairy tale, and I am so intrigued. I know that you guys might be saying, wait a minute, Hope, what about your TBR jar? And I have decided this year not to do a TBR jar. I know, shocking, because I really love doing it, but I'm just switching it up a little bit this year. Time to do some new things. But anyways, that pretty much does it for my January TBR. I do plan on reading more books. I just don't know which ones quite yet. I will probably figure out when I get back into the States, but for now, 4 is a good place to start. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'm sure I will see you soon. Bye!